Namaste. This is the 8th training class on the creation process. I am Timothy Doyle. I'm a student of the Golden Ones. The Golden Ones are co-creator gods who are the administrators of this Earth spiritual training school. All souls on Earth are in training to become co-creator gods. Once you come to Earth, you cannot leave Earth until you finish your training. So you have many incarnations experiencing all aspects of life to learn wisdom. The whole purpose of your journey in this spiritual training school is to learn all the wisdom of God and to create according to God consciousness. And through life experiences, the soul will learn to discipline their thinking, their words, their actions in alignment with universal laws and principles of harmony, balance, order, and unity for the good of all, just like God, and for the good of creation. When the soul comes to Earth, prior to coming to Earth, the soul was guided by the heart of God. It was just like human instincts without manifesting, without creating. The soul is created in the image and likeness of God, male and female. So there's male and female aspects in every soul. That's why through different incarnations, a soul has to experience life as a female, experience life as a male, and over time, the wisdom of these joint incarnations, the soul develops wisdom. And as the soul develops wisdom, it's stored into the light body of the soul. Now, embedded in the soul are God characteristics. These God characteristics are in the raw form as emotions. They're stored in the light body, which eventually are, when the soul receives a physical body, along with a conscious mind and a subconscious mind, the soul has the ability to take these raw emotions through life experiences, to experience these raw emotions and learn to discipline them. We know that these emotions, uncontrolled, have control over the soul. And so through discipline, the soul will discipline these emotions, and eventually these emotions will be transmuted into God feelings. We'll talk about that later in another teaching lesson. This one we want to concentrate on the creation process, and a little bit of the feelings are involved in the creation process. The soul creates based on basically 4 needs. He creates out of necessity. To survive, the soul, his first priority, he has to breathe. If you don't breathe, you die pretty quickly. Sleep is the next thing a soul needs. Then a soul needs to drink, and then the soul needs food. Those are basically the 4 things a soul must have to survive. Then there's other things that the soul will encourage a soul to create to satisfy their desires: companionship, sex, entertainment, recreation. The soul will create based on responsibility to self, to work, responsibility to family, responsibility to the government. And then the soul will create based on preparing for his future, for schooling, for future work, for family, for home. So these are the four basic elements that encourages a soul to create, to use the conscious mind to create. So when a soul is about needs to create, what he has to first do is come up, what is it he wants to create? What will motivate a soul to create? First of all, necessity. If a soul needs something, he'll go in and he'll use discernment to see what is it I need to create. Let's take something simple like breakfast. What he's got a need? He's hungry, so he has to fulfill this need. So what's the first thing the soul will do is say, he'll think about it. I'm hungry. I want to eat. What will taste good? Well, the soul will run through in his mind's eye. Maybe he'll see eggs, fried eggs, or maybe he'll see potatoes, maybe he'll see rice. And he'll go through and he'll say, well, that doesn't feel right. That doesn't feel right. And then he'll come upon something that will feel right. Let's say bacon and eggs. And he'll say, that feels right. So the feeling, a vision and a feeling. When the soul gets a vision and a feeling, and it feels good to the soul, then he moves on to the next level of the creation process. And that's discernment. How many eggs do I want? How many pieces of bacon do I want? Do I want to have toast with that bacon and eggs? And then he goes through this discernment process and he decides, well, I think 2 eggs, 4 strips of bacon, piece of toast, I'll have a cup of coffee. That will be my perfect breakfast. Once the soul discerns it and comes to that realization, what he believes will be what he wants to manifest, he'll make a commitment saying, okay, let me go downstairs and let me prepare breakfast. But when you make the commitment to do so, you do it. You make this commitment. You can do it internally, or you can do it externally if you're doing it for someone else. And you say, I will go down and I will manifest, make breakfast. I will cook you 2 eggs, bacon, toast, and coffee, and I'll have it ready for you. When you speak, after you make the commitment, you went through the discernment, feeling, the visualization process. Once you go and you make that commitment and you speak the words, it empowers the manifestation to become a reality quicker than if not. So then the next thing you do is you work towards the creation process. Now, once you committed to a creation, you pass this creation to the subconscious mind. You say, okay, this is what I'm going to do. Once you pass it to the subconscious mind will work with the universal mind to bring your breakfast into manifestation. What happens is you may get downstairs and you'll find that you have the eggs, you have the bacon, you have the toast, you have the coffee. Everything just comes together and you have a perfect breakfast for you or for whoever you're making breakfast for. However, what goes into when the subconscious mind works with universal mind to bring your manifestations into a creation, this is what the universal mind will look at. It will look to see your motivational energy. Why are you creating this? Is it selfless or selfish? Is your creation in alignment with universal laws and principles of harmony, balance, order, and unity for the good of all? Is there any doubt in your creation? Are you doubting whether you can manifest this or not? If there is any doubt in your mind of whether your creation will be manifested or not, the universal mind will not allow your creation to manifest. And if it does allow it to be manifested, it will have a karmic debt associated with it. Universal Mind knows that all souls on earth are training to become co-creator gods. Co-creator gods do not have doubts about their manifestations. They know they will be manifested. So if you're creating anything, whether you're searching for a job or a school or building a home or a loan from a bank, and you need the cooperation of the universe, you cannot have any doubt in your mind that your manifestation is not going to materialize. If there's any doubt, then Universal Mind will not allow your manifestation to take place. If your manifestation deals with selfishness, Universal Mind may not allow that to manifest. And if it does allow you to manifest your selfish creation, there will be a karmic debt associated with it. So yes, you may do something selfishly, abuse someone else, but then it will transpire, but you'll have a karmic debt associated with it. Universal Mind does not punish any soul on earth. There's no punishment. They're learning lessons. You're here to learn how to create according to universal laws and principles of harmony, balance, order, and unity for the good of all and for the oneness of creation. So universal Mind is not here to punish you, but to teach you that you need to discipline your thoughts, your words, your action in alignment with creation for the good of all. Now, any other selfish desires, greed, anything else, Universal Mind may allow them to manifest. But just remember, there'll be a karmic learning experience associated with it. So what Universal Mind does, each day it plans a training agenda for each soul based on previous life experiences and life's reactions, the soul's reactions to life. And so based on that, the soul will either create a challenging life experience for the soul to learn wisdom, or it will create a challenging life experience for the soul to learn to pay back a karmic debt, and for the soul to when paying back the karmic debt, understands the working of universal laws and principles of harmony, balance, order, and unity for the good of all and for the oneness of creation. All right. Hopefully, we are more conscious of what's required in a creation. So you have to, first of all, decide what it is you want to create out of whether it's necessity, satisfy a desire for your responsibilities, whatever. And then you use discernment. What is it I need to do? What is it that what action do I have to take? And then a lot of thoughts will come into your mind of what action you should take. And then when you settle on one action, you get a vision. Do I go to a bank? Do I go to a financial institution? Do I want to go to this school? Do I want to go to that school? And then you come up with the idea, then you feel it. And then once you get a feeling, and then you say, I think this is what I want to do. And then you commit your energy to it, and then you work towards it. But always remember, make your motivation energies selfless, for the good of all, and for the oneness of creation. And Universal Mind will work with you. All right? Y'all have a blessed day. Much love to all on your path. Namaste. Bye-bye. See all the teachings of the Golden Ones at the YouTube channel, Timothy Doyle, The Golden Ones. or visit us at www.thepathtowoneness.com. Also visit us on Facebook at The Path to Oneness.